Alright, so it's time for the next part of the integration of the solar battery bank. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking these, which have all sorts of wires flapping all about the place, we're going to turn it into this, which just has a single wire going down each side with a positive and negative lead coming out of the top. The reason we're doing this is because we're going to have 4 batteries in parallel for increased capacity, and then we'll have 3 of those sets of 4 in series for increased voltage. So we'll have, in total, about a 12-volt power supply. So the thing that we have to start with is creating the jumpers, which I'm just using some pre-tinned solid core wire here, and although I did most of them earlier, I figured I'd save a couple. So the first thing you have to do is you trim off a bunch of the insulation off of one end. Then you grab it with a pair of pliers on the wire and just pull it out of the insulation. And it makes an interesting little squeaking noise when you do that. Listen. I'm not too sure if that went through the mic, but whatever. Anyway, so the next step is to remove the excess leads from the battery packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of weigh this down with my solder, and then we're going to go ahead and just flow the solder that's on these wires and pull them out. And save the wire, because wire is expensive. So, just need to, come on. Get out of the thingy. Oh boy. This one is being recalcitrant. There we go. Alright, and then the next one. Come on. I can see weighing down the battery bank, or battery clip, battery holder, with my solder is just doing an absolutely tremendous job. Bugger. Alright. Come on. There we go. Alright, so there's the excess negative leads, and of course we want to make sure that we don't remove the last lead in the group. So we're just going to remove the first 3. Come on. This, I guess we'll turn the soldering iron up. There we go. I didn't want to turn the soldering iron too high because of the plastic, but if I can't get the solder to flow, I'll try another trick here. There we go. Sometimes it helps to have a little bit of solder on the tip of the iron. It helps establish a connection between the tip of the soldering iron and the item that you are trying to solder. Alright, so just one more now. Come on. There we go. Alright, so that's that done. Now, from prior experience, I've been finding that I do want a little of my solder on these. So I'm gonna flow a little fresh solder onto this. On both sides. that. There we go. And there we go. All right. So the next step is to grab these wires that we just made. And in case one is a little bit curved, you can sort of straighten them out just by pulling on them a little bit. There we go. So the next thing I'm going to do is very carefully just, oop, dang it. There we go. So we're going to carefully flow the solder onto this wire. And just jumper it all the way up. Like so. Oop. There we go. And the last one. Alright. And then of course, trim off any excess. Alright, I keep punching my mic, I'm really sorry guys. Alright, next thing. There we go. Straighten that out. And I forgot to do this on the other side, but let's go ahead and do it on this side. Apply some flux. And repeat the process. Alright, so there's that. As the semi is jaking by. There we go. And one last one. Brilliant. Alright. Trim off the excess again. And there we have it. That one is ready for batteries. Anyway, so that's, I guess, the next part. I don't know what order I'm going to put these in. So that's preparing the battery holders for the solar battery bank. If you haven't already, consider clicking here to subscribe. Right over here will be a video that YouTube thinks you'll find interesting based on your watch habits. Right here will be the prototypes or solar battery bank playlist. And right here will be a link to Patreon, which you can use to support further projects like this. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.